How's it going, guys? Bad Faith here. Got some Team Fortress 2 gameplay for you today, and it's a Wednesday when I'm making this video, and although I said I was going to, at some point, I think it might have been in the description of one of my earlier videos, but I was going to try and put out a video every Monday in Australia, which would be, I don't know, Saturday, or no, Sunday, if you're in America. I'm not sure of the time zone differences, but anyway, today's a Wednesday, and I have most of Wednesday off university. So I thought, yeah, I'll try and make a video on Wednesday too. We'll see what happens. I probably should be studying right about now, but I don't really feel like it. So I thought I'd make a commentary, and we'll see if it sticks. That's all I can promise. But anyway, so I just bought. Before I talk about Team Fortress 2, I'll just let you watch and get a feel for the gameplay before I actually start talking about it. And I just pre-ordered Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Augmented Edition. And so that's going to be good when I get that later this month. What, like the collector's edition? That's what the augmented edition is. So I'm pretty pumped for the release of that, and that might actually be the third ever game that I've ever pre-ordered. The first being Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and the second being Homefront. So yeah, I kind of don't like to pre-order unless I know the game is going to be good, or at least I'm sort of somewhat pumped for its release. So I am pumped for Deus Ex's release, and I will definitely now be getting that as soon as it comes out. Plus all the art book and all the music and all the stuff that comes with the collector's edition. But anyway, Obvious by Obvious, he's dead. I don't even know. I was just poor execution of being a spy just then. But anyway, as you can see, I'm using the Engineer, and I'm not just carrying in the back of my base like most engineers do, because I don't like to do that. I find it kind of boring, and unless I'm like trying to do an objective. But I'm playing Capture the Flag, 2 forts, and so of course no one cares about capturing the intelligence, so why should I? So I decided to sort of take the fight to the enemy with my Engineer. And the reason why I decided to just use some old gameplay, this is old gameplay, I don't know if I said that. I filmed this like months ago, and it's just been sitting on my hard drive. And I was gonna make an instructional video for the Engineer, like teaching people how to play with the offensive Engineer, but not be like a camper. So that didn't really come to fruition. Basically, I just gave up. So now I'm just reusing this footage. It is kind of old, like I said. But the reason why I chose to remake, to use old footage instead of just filming some new stuff is because I was playing last night. I was playing Team Fortress last night, or it might have been the night before, and I commented on someone being a camping, in inverted commas, engineer, and they of course said in counter to that, how does an engineer not be a camper? So I'm like, well, I'll show you this footage. I'm doing my best to not camp as an engineer, so I'm trying to getting into the thick of battle and trying to get some kills with my shotgun and my pistol, because that's generally not what you do with the Engineer. But so I did want to make an instructional video in the past explaining like how to do this and how to do it well. And I myself haven't been doing this sort of offensive engineer class, or the offensive engineer loadout, which you see me using here. I haven't been doing that very long. I just sort of picked it up like a month, I think, before I filmed this. And I just wanted to make a video of like everything I'd learned in that month. Just sort of like get other people to sort of start playing the class too, instead of just being a camping engineer. Because when people think being like camping is the only way to play a game, or the only way to play any class in Team Fortress 2, it's kind of sad. And I'm not saying like they're ignorant or something like that. I'm just saying it's kind of sad for the game that it's just an expectation that when you use a class you'd have to camp. So and yeah, I don't know, like that. So, but I'm not doing the instructional video. I'm just yabbering on about nothing. But anyway, I forgot what I was originally talking about. But anyway, just go through the guns I'm using. I'm using the Frontier Justice. You'll see right here, and I got the pistol and the Wrangler. And that was a big mistake just then. I just ran straight into that area and got flamed down by the pirate, which I didn't even check to see if there was someone there. So that was kind of stupid. But anyway, sorry. Like I said, I am using the Wrangler as my melee weapon, which switches out my the standard sentry gun for the mini sentry gun, which if you don't know how the mini sentry gun works, it basically just builds really quickly, and can't be repaired or can't be upgraded beyond level 1. So your normal sentry gun can be upgraded, and will not build as fast. There's a caterpillar on my curtain. Holy shit. Oh, okay, that was kind of off track. But I'll just watch it climb up the curtain. I'll fix it later. Screw it, I'll kill it later. But I see, so my general gist, or my general plan when playing this class is to put my sentry gun, the level 1 sentry gun, in sort of a hidden area. Not like a too obscure area to the point where it's not going to get any kills, but just sort of like leave it out of view of most of the enemy players. So see up here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to plant it just around the corner here to the right. Yep, so that is going to be firing into these guys' backs, which is generally what I try to do when I place the sentry gun. I'd have a bit of a punch up with those two snipers. It all went well, and I get the pyro then at the end. But that's generally my plan, is to put the sentry gun firing into people's backs, because firing to the enemy's backs, just because it doesn't have the health and doesn't have the firepower of the standard sentry gun. So so you just kind of have to be a little bit more creative with your positioning. But anyway, back before I was talking about the Frontier Justice, and what this shotgun does, it basically just halves your ammo capacity in comparison to the standard shotgun, and gives you critical hits or critical shots for every kill and assist your sentry gun has after the sentry gun is dead. Which, that is sort of like the main point of playing the offensive engineer, is just to get the crits on your shotgun, because you can hit maybe 200 damage if you're firing at point blank range and you get all of the buckshot to hit. You'll do about 200 damage, like I said, which is a hell of a lot of damage, and you can 1 or 2 hit most players with that much damage. So it's an incredibly powerful gun once you get the crits. And I'll take out a demo men here pretty easy in 2 hits. Unfortunately, I get decapitated. God damn demo men. But anyway, so that's basically what you want to do, is just sort of build up some kills on your sentry gun, destroy the sentry gun with your demolish, or just let it die, and then get those crits onto your shotgun. You can then rebuild your sentry gun, of course, and let it put up some more kills. And yeah, so it's basically just like this sort of cycle in which you build up kills with the sentry gun, and then switch those, make those critical hits, sort of like bring those critical hits to the shotgun, and then you fire them off whilst your sentry gun is building up more hits, building up more kills, which you can then transfer to your shotgun as critical shots, and it's just a cycle. You kind of just got to play this cycle. That's pretty much what the whole class, or what this whole playstyle is about, is just like that cycle. But anyway, what else was I going to talk about? I don't know if there's much more to discuss about this class. I don't want to get into too much detail, just because I'm not really sure. If I go somewhat into detail, I sort of feel compelled to do everything. Like go like completely insanely into detail, which will take too long. But anyway, when using the I just ate, so I'm kind of like hiccupy at the moment. But that's beside the point. When you're using the engineer and you want to try and play aggressively, you really have to be somewhat good at the game. I would say like mid to advanced level players before you want to try this. That's pretty much just because you only have a shotgun and a pistol, which are basically just secondary weapons to most classes. So you're incredibly weak in terms of firepower. And when playing like this, you have to be able to take on enemies with their primary weapons, with your much weaker guns, and you just have to be good at the game to manage that. That's why I say you have to be sort of an advanced to mid-level sort of player. Don't be put off if you're a beginner and you want to try this out, but it's probably best if you learn some other classes, learn how all the guns work, and just sort of like play the engineer sort of defensively, just to build up your skills with the shotgun and the pistol. But that's just my 2 cents worth. But by all means, try if you feel you can. Don't let me stop you. But anyway, that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about. And I did kill the caterpillar. It's a sad moment. I don't like bugs. I must admit, I'm not a bug person. So when I see a bug, it has to die. None of this like catch it and put it outside kind of crap. It has to die, or it'll just bug me. That was a pun. But that was a bad pun. But anyway, I got a funny story about a caterpillar. My first year of university, I was in student accommodation, which is a pain in the ass. Student accommodation is hell. But that's not the story. There was a caterpillar in my room in student accommodation. I was like, oh, what's this caterpillar doing? And that is the one time I've ever caught a bug inside and attempt to take it outside. So yeah, I caught the caterpillar, took it outside, and then the door like swung shut. Like swang, is that a word? Swung? The door swung shut and locked behind me. So essentially, a caterpillar tricked me into locking myself out of the house, or out of the apartment. I had no shoes on, and I was wearing my like sport shorts from high school, so it was like I had these like short shorts on, and a t-shirt, like a real old t-shirt, and I was barefoot. And this stupid caterpillar like tricked me, and I had to walk down to like the front office and like get them to unlock my apartment again, because yeah, I locked my keys and everything inside. It's a pain in the ass. That's why I hate caterpillars. They tricked me, and I had to embarrass myself in student accommodation. And if you ever lived in student accommodation, there's like busted glass from like drunken idiots everywhere, so you do not want to walk anywhere barefoot. But I had to, because stupid. That's why I hate caterpillars. But anyway, the video's wrapping up here. There's a kill on a spy there I just got. I think he was disguised as me, so it's pretty obvious he was a spy. But I got a fair few sort of kills here. Pretty good like spread of kills. Sort of a good show of what the offensive engineer is capable of. And I just died then. Congrats to that guy who got an achievement on my death, and he got the revenge kill on me. So that's good for him. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm living in bad faith, and I'll see you next time.